No echo. All right, let me turn you up a little, JV. See how it goes here. I'm just gonna have to change over. All right.
All right, so just bear with us, everyone.
All right.
This is
No
we're trying
echo.
to
They're
fix this
saying
stuff
no
on the
echo. So
fly
we'll just go with this. I'm gonna
for
have to
now.
sound like a common man these days.
Common man.
I mean, at this point, you could. Yeah. I mean, if I'm just gonna use this microphone, you could probably just connect back in your system if you wanted. But
Well, then I won't sound like a common man. I'll have the. Why don't I just stay on
no
this
echo,
so
but
that
low
we will.
volume. Hang on. Let's see. All right. We'll go up. We'll go up. All right. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now, I'm
How
just
about
trying to make sure. This is funny, man. This is like I feel like we're the first days of ever doing this.
I know it's always an
So
adventure.
yeah,
Yes, I am. I am, or I was a radio personality. In fact, I spent 30 years in radio. Um, yeah, that's how I knew it was a loop.
yeah. We never used to have this problem though. When we did Beyond Reality Radio, we had it a few times, but
Yeah, that was a very. We had that dialed in like clockwork, and we did it every night too. So it's like
exactly.
nothing
So
could
we're not going
change.
to be using our regular microphones. But anyway, somebody had posted a comment saying, "Wow, damn, doing videos on the Hawes family seems to pay, so they're going to start a new business."
That's a
So
great business model. It's a great business model. Can we go back? I know you already talked about the video thing. I don't even know the woman's name, to be honest with you. I don't know what her page is. I watched one of the videos recently, and I don't think we should give her any recognition, so we
no,
won't name the page. But my God, talk about somebody looking for something to bitch about. Oh my God. It was the
yep.
most pathetic accusations, first of all. I mean, some of it was ridiculous and very slanderous, but the rest of
Well,
it was like, what the hell are you bitching about?
Well, even beyond that, here I'll turn up my volume even more, guys. Sorry. Even beyond that was now there's proof that some of the images that have been being shown were actually fabricated. They were created using an app, so they're not even real.
Seriously?
100%. And I turned it over to my attorney, and I was like, you know what? Here's that. Here's this evidence and everything else. And the thing is, it's like there's like four people, and I'm not going to drag anybody else into it because I don't have an issue with those other people. But yeah. So some of these text messages have been fabricated and faked, and you know, talk about credibility issues posting something like that. I mean, geez. But also, you got to remember if I don't know. Well, actually, an attorney posted responses under the videos too. So I mean, under the post, so that can be seen. And the thing is, it's like I said, man. It's just I don't want drama. It's so just ridiculous. I commend this person who made that video. I commend that person on cleaning themselves up and fixing some of their past. But it's still that doesn't mean that you've made yourself a better person in general to deal with. So, but oh look, Tori and Cody are in.
You guys.
Yeah. She's a bit older. Yes, and I agree. I agree. I wish her the best, but I mean, it's like you just open up a can of worms in yourself legally. So,
Well, that's the thing I don't understand. Now, you pointed it out. This is all about getting clicks and views. That's what it is. They use your
yeah.
name, they use your family's name, they
J- uh,
create the controversy.
Jerry says at the end of the day, can anything really be done? 100%. 100% things can be done. Actually, I found out a lot that can be done. So, because you can be, the minute somebody makes a profit off of defaming your character and also does things that could potentially harm and which are 100% untrue and able to be disproved, yes, a lot can legally be done. And, then it becomes that person's issue to defend themselves. So, ain't that
Angie,
right,
thank you
Gina?
for the yeah, Angie, thank you for the super chat. But as I was saying, they use your family name, Jay. They get clicks, they get views, but they don't understand the damage. Not only they're doing to the field, but they're actually doing to themselves. I mean, as you pointed out, they're opening themselves up for legal action if they go too far, which in many cases they do. But it has to get to
Yeah.
the point where you or whomever is the target of this says, you know what, I've had enough. I mean, you
And I'm
can
at that
brush
point.
off some of it.
I'm at
Well,
that
some
point.
of it, yeah, but
Yeah.
you've brushed some off your shoulder. You've
I've,
walked the
I've,
other
I
way.
brushed tons of it off my shoulder.
Exactly,
Tons of it. And, it's
exactly.
funny. I have literally brushed tons of it. And even my attorney was just like, hey, there comes a time where, you make it hurt. Okay. we'll do it. So now it's just more about, screen recording all the videos and stuff. So you got documentation. I mean, it just gets ridiculous. So somebody wants to go that route. Have a nice day. And then you claim that I've made threats legally. I've never made a threat legally. So hey, okay, now I will. So okay, you
Yeah.
open that can of worms. Have a good day,
I mean,
Angie. Thank you so much.
it can't end well for her, and it can't end well for anybody who takes this path. And I don't understand why they do it. The few clicks they get is it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I don't understand.
Oh, absolutely. All right. So, not to mention language on chat. Yeah, and I agree, Stephanie. I mean, some people try to keep it professional. Some people are happy with keeping it other ways. So, and Sandy, I totally agree. Sandy says, I despise drama. So do I. I mean, it's such a headache. I dealt with drama, of course, through 20 plus years of being on TV, but I got to be honest. I mean, it was nothing compared to the drama you see or you deal with some of these people on YouTube who, it's crazy. I've never seen anything. Where's the proof of receipts? I've been asking that too.
All right, so Heather just asked what's behind me. So you can see I've got a giant record facsimile right here. This is a Frank Sinatra record. And then over here, I've got one of my basses, and over here, I've got one of my guitars. This isn't where I usually broadcast from. This is my office. So that's why it looks a little different.
I love the wallpaper.
I know this was the wallpaper that was in this house when I moved in. I really have to change it, but I just hate. Have you ever tried to deal with wallpaper? Like take it off. It's such a pain in the
No,
neck.
no, I'm a plumber, man. That's not my specialty.
Well,
I let the
I, I,
people deal with it.
I'm neither a plumber nor a wallpaperer, so I don't want to get into it at all. But so it is what it is. It's probably from 1972. I don't know.
Absolutely, Diana. Anyone who knows you, Jason, knows it's all BS. Thank you, and that's what it is. I think the main thing, the only reason I even wasted my time responding, was because I didn't want some individual, some woman that was dragged into this for whatever reason, even believing that I would have done that. I would have blacklisted her from any convention. I mean, I met the lady once, and she was sweet. She was a sweet person to deal with. So,
Oh, you're talking about Larissa.
Rex. Yeah, I met her one time or twice at Penhurst. I mean, she was very nice. So.
That's right, Stephanie. I've been with you, and we've talked about events a lot, and never one time have I ever heard you talk about anybody else doing events or not doing events or anything. You
You
don't
ran a
get involved in
convention.
it.
You ran a convention I
Yeah,
appeared at. I
exactly.
never said anything
Exactly.
about don't have anybody there or a problem with anybody.
No, no, I don't know. I don't get it. To even make that accusation is just insane. It's a Frank Sinatra album side, so it's got 4 songs on it. It's At Long Last Love, Sunday Morning or Always, Stranger in the Night, and From This Moment On. You need a big record player to play that one.
Oh, yeah, maybe. First off, thank you so much, Pittsburgh Sarah, for the $20 super chat. JV is the watermelon head baby crawling out of your wall.
That's
That's the
that
creature
up
from the
there.
Black Lagoon, right?
Exactly. That was a Christmas gift from my son-in-law because he's a horror fan. I'm a horror fan, and that's what that is.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for the 1999 super chat. Money for a fun day out without stress or drama. Oh, that's very sweet of you. I appreciate that.
So Tony says that all I have to do is go to Home Depot and ask the guys in the paint department on how to remove my wallpaper, and I could redo this room.
So yeah, it's stripper or whatever.
Ooh, stripper.
Yeah, it's a wallpaper stripper, Jim. Totally different stripper than you're
Oh,
thinking.
different kind of stripper. Okay, good.
Yes, I mean you don't want to hang that kind of stripper from your wall. So all right, thank you for the $5 super chat, Willie from Chicago. Why do you think there's so much drama in the paranormal community? I think there doesn't need to be. I think YouTube gives the ability for everybody to have a voice, and what you choose to do with that voice is up to you. sometimes drama and just being trashy sells. Sometimes, yeah, I mean, but I don't know. I think it all comes down to what you do with your voice. And if you're going to just fuel negativity and be a negative person, and, YouTube's got a place for that too, which sucks, but, it's the way it is. Thanks for the question, though. Yeah, see? Beat 3 airspace. Wallpaper stripper.
Okay, so I'm gonna full disclosure here. I'm gonna be honest. One of the reasons why I don't want to tackle the wallpaper job in this room is because I did it in the living room, or the den, I guess, the living, not the living room, and I used the hot water and vinegar solution because I saw that on YouTube, and it worked in some places, but then in other places, the stuff is so stuck on there that it's like hours and hours of chiseling with a scraper to get it off. And I'm like, I just don't want to deal with that. I'd rather buy a new house than have to deal with that here.
Yeah. Ed Thomas says, it's amazing how much Pilgrim hid Jason's dirty humor for all those years. Yeah, I'm sure they hid a lot of it because, yeah, and Heather, the best way
Can
to
I
deal with drama is
hold,
don't.
hold on,
What,
hold
what?
on, hold on. Let me just say that you think we're not still hiding some. We have
Oh my God,
Jason
yeah.
and I
Yeah.
get into some joking that we cannot air.
Yeah.
We just can't do it.
Yes. And Heather, you make a great point. The best way to deal with drama is don't engage. And I don't engage with 90% of the drama out there, 95% of the drama. I think the only time I have to engage is when I'm being accused of something. Especially, and I'm one of those people, anybody who knows me knows, bottom line, I fuck up, I admit it. I totally come clean. I say, you know what, I did it, right? Jim, you've known me long enough. If I say something or I do something I shouldn't have, or if I do something that somebody thinks I shouldn't have and I still okay with it, I admit to it. I admit my wrongs, which is fine. But, the thing is being accused of something that you didn't do and then making a woman that I've never had an issue with or whatever think that I have an issue with her. I think that's different. That's where you got to draw the line because a lot of these people, people can say things and what that does is it builds anger. But now somebody hates you for something you've never done, and now that spreads and this spreads, and it's stuff you don't want to get into. So
It's such a pain in the neck, and it's such a waste of air, energy, time, all that stuff. And for the most part, and I know you've done this a lot, Jay, but for the most part, you just try to ignore it and you just try to move on. But people are relentless. Once they
yeah,
get a few clicks because they start some drama, they feed off of it and they don't even realize where the boundaries are until it's too late. And I think, in this particular case, they found that they've crossed the lines already.
yeah. Well, even beyond that, and things can get so deep dive when you start looking. It's like, all right, if somebody is living off of a certain thing and then they're also getting money from YouTube, is that, are we getting into illegal thing? So I'm not even gonna pass it anymore. But Destiny Spooky, thank you so much for the $5 Destination Spooky for the $5 super chat. Thank you for reaching out to Ben and addressing all the nastiness. Honestly, it's just want it to be out there, want it to be known. I actually reached out to some of the people that I had been claimed that I had kept them from events and talked to them, and a bunch of them said that they had never even heard this before. So I'm not even sure where that came from, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I was just typing it, but I'll say it. We've had some people ask when the next investigation will air. A week from tonight, we have the Shanley Hotel investigation.
Which was wild.
Yeah, yeah, great place. I know a lot of people have been there, but if you haven't, Jason and I had a really bunch of great experiences there, but a great time there. And Kelly, the owner, was terrific. What a wonderful host, and really made us feel welcome there. We stayed right on the property, which was really cool, and we caught some cool stuff.
So all my overlays, because the system is all screwed up, I got to figure out what's wrong with it. All the overlays right down to the YouTube address, it won't show up. So it's youtube.com/Jason Hawes. So make sure you head over there and subscribe it. It's free. John
So
Pasqua just texted me going, plug your YouTube. I'm supposed to be on there.
I forget that we're on a bunch of other platforms, and I can only see the YouTube chat. Can you see all the chats, Jay?
As of right now, no. Yeah, I'm seeing the ones from Facebook and some from YouTube. So thank
Okay.
you so much, Sharon, for the $5 super chat. Love you both. Well, we love you too. I mean, you're always here backing us and supporting us, and that means everything. So thank you so much. Yeah, I had to rush. Around tonight because I mean we got hit with such a nasty storm yesterday, and everything's a sheet of ice. That I should have come in and tried to make sure this whole system was a little more set up. So you guys are getting raw bones here from us.
Can we raw bones? Can we talk
Yeah,
about
what?
something else? Can we talk about something else that I'd like? It's really gotten under my skin. How cold is it where you are? How cold is it in
It
Rhode Island?
feel like temperature is like 9 degrees. I
Okay,
mean we've had
all
50-mile-an-hour winds all day.
yeah, we have two. And so we got about the same weather that you've got then. And it's just so damn cold. And it's been so cold for like, now we're going in like 2 or 3 weeks. It's just like, we'll get a little break in it and then it gets really cold again. I'm just getting real tired of this stuff.
Yeah, I am ready for summer. I am so ready
Hmm.
for summer. I mean, this has been probably the coldest for the longest period of time it's been in years. I think when I was a kid was the last time I saw the bay freeze. And just to see that I mean, everything's frozen is insane. So, and
Yeah.
blow me in Chicago. Yeah, I mean, Beardo and Side Eye Guy. I think, yeah, especially the way Side Eye Guy handled. He's funny. I mean, and Beardo, he's funny too. I mean, I like him. They're great. They're good the way they put it out there.
So I don't know. I think you can see the Facebook chat as well. But thank you, Renee, for the stars in Facebook. Um, are we on? What do you Instagram and Twitter? Are we
I
on all
think
the
so.
other things?
I
Yeah.
have
Okay.
no idea right now,
Well,
but I think
if you're
so.
watching on those platforms, I can't see the chat. I don't know if Jay
Yeah.
can see them or
If
not.
you are,
But
just come over to youtube.com/Jason Hawes and follow us over there. I mean, again, it's all free, so it doesn't cost any money. We have a membership where you can become a member. I mean, it helps us out greatly, but there's no pressure to ever do that. So, all right, let's see. Jason and JV, we hubby and I only like folks like you guys, professional, steady, trustworthy, real, and good humor. Okay, so well, thank you very much. And honestly, it's just about having fun. I mean, life's too short. Bottom line, you want to spend it in negativity, then I mean, it's like a cancer. It eats you alive. And
it
trust me,
really
man, you
does.
you know me long enough. I spent a lot of time is just a mean person. I mean, well, not even mean, but just saying what I just jumping at shit, not taking the time to sit back and think about things, but more being reactive, and it's just not worth it.
It is an energy that will eat you. I mean,
Yeah.
there are people that firmly believe that that type of negativity in your life will actually lead to disease and illness. And I'm not sure I'm 100% convinced of that, but I do think that's a component, and I do think there's some truth to it, if not complete truth to it.
Absolutely.
So why, if you have a choice to live happy or miserable, why choose miserable? I don't get
And
it.
you got Terry over here rubbing it in at 72 in Glendale, Arizona right now.
Yeah, thanks, Terry.
Yeah, thanks.
Geez, 72. Man. You and I talked about this is what I don't understand.
Yes.
I think when we were doing Norwich State Hospital in March of last year, whatever it was cold. I remember that. We're walking around those abandoned buildings. We're in full winter jackets and hats and gloves. And we said to each other, let's make sure we schedule Florida trips
I
and
know, yes.
trips to the South and
You
do
were saying this to me
investigations.
last week, too. Yeah, I know.
I
I get
know.
it.
Well,
I get it.
whatever happened to that plan? Because it was a good plan. I'm not going to lie.
I
We had a
know.
good plan.
Yeah, I don't know. We missed it. We missed the boat on that one.
We sure did,
It
man.
was,
We're
yeah,
gonna.
we've been trying to get all these investigations done, and I don't, it's been, yeah, trying to get, like, travel far away has kind of been a headache. But let's be
Mhm.
honest, like, you just brought up something. We started this page not even a year ago. I
That's
mean,
right.
so, and the community's grown to just almost 140,000, and that's without really doing all these big pushes.
And that's
But just
just on
as,
YouTube. That's just on
yeah,
YouTube. For all the other channels that we're
yeah.
on.
I mean, on Facebook, one page I've got like almost 900,000. Another page we got 2.4 million and stuff. But yeah, but the community on YouTube has grown. So at youtube.com/Jason Hawes. But it's grown to 140,000 people, and it's growing faster and faster. And it's nice just being able to see all those people moving over. I mean, because people are dropping cable left and right. I just got rid of cable and at the lake and stuff because I mean I'm done paying $350 a month for cable. It's ridiculous. And then on top of that, you're paying an extra 150 for streaming services every month. So
Yeah, yeah. The cutting the cord has accelerated, not decelerated. I think a lot of the cable companies thought at some point it would slow down and people would come back, but they're not. There's just too many other options like YouTube and others, and there's no reason to have it. I mean, there really isn't. It's crazy.
yeah,
We're in a media revolution right now. It's changing more rapidly than you can even keep track of, and it's going to continue to do that. And that's why people talk about the fact that we can do these investigations that we do it, and we don't have to worry about the length. We do whatever is appropriate. We don't have to worry about having fun. We can just have a time and be ourselves.
yeah,
Nobody's going to edit it out because you and I do the editing, so we don't
yeah.
have to worry about
I mean, we want to,
that.
yeah, we leave it in. We leave it in. Monica asked, "Am I going to have Steve, Dave, and Sherry on any investigations?" And yeah, I plan on it. So Steve's been doing stuff with his book. Dave just recently moved. Sherry's been working, but yeah, I'm going to start having. She's going to be investigating some places. We were just talking with some places recently that wanted us and the rest of the team there. So we're going to be working that out. Hey, let me go over to super chats real quick, guys. Thank you, Forged with Fiber. I thought it was Forged with Fire there, but thank you for the $5 super chat. Do you plan on going back to the Cashtown Inn again in Gettysburg? We were just in Gettysburg, and I would love to get back over there. I'm not sure if the same people own it, but I would love to get back over there and check it out again. I mean, it was a great investigation when we were there the first time, and I've talked with tons of people who've had great evidence there since. So that when they've investigated as well. Kristen, thank you for the $5 super chat, and I am so sorry to hear that this very same individual has sent you messages threatening to drag you too. I mean, it's horrible. In defense of the guy who's, oh geez. Well, you and I have never talked, but at some point we should. Then I mean, I wish you the best, and I'm sorry that you've had to deal with that. Okay, Jacob. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Weekly road snack sacrifice. Yep.
Thanks so much.
All right.
All
And
right. So we're talking about road snacks. I gotta offer a little outside of school talk here, or inside of school, whatever it is. I gotta tell a secret. So Jason and I are walking around the Shanley. We're investigating. We go into our little command center area, and Jason pulls out a snack. Offers me. He turns around. He's got a bag of, what were they? Peas? What the hell was that you made
green
me eat?
beans. Green beans.
Those are green beans.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they're
whose
long and
snacks?
slim. They're green beans, just. Peas are little round things, Jim. So very different. I mean, you might not know your vegetables, and you're probably gonna have a short life because of it. But yes, they were green beans, and they were. But you know what? I grew up in Canandaigua, New York, and Avon, New York. So we had Bird's Eye manufacturing right across the street. So we'd eat green beans, just fresh green beans, all day long. I loved it.
Man, I mean, like I think of a snack. Okay, I'll have carrots, maybe. I'll do that kind of vegetable
I've never
snack.
seen you eat a carrot, but go ahead, try again.
No, you probably haven't. That's
No.
probably true. But I have done it in the past. Let me
In
just.
20 something years, I think I've seen you eat vegetables once. Once. Once.
Really?
Yeah,
Aren't
yeah,
French fries
Jim.
vegetables?
Yeah, no. Okay, so Jesus. And come on. I mean, any of you out there eating raw green beans, they're good. Give me your thoughts. All right, so Dave,
Green
thank
beans.
you so much for the 1999 super chat. Hi, Jason, been a huge fan of yours and been following you since the infancy of Ghost Hunters. So glad you still make yourself available to us fans. Greetings from Southern New Hampshire. Dave, thank you so much. But because of you fans is the reason why Ghost Hunters was a success. And I'm just an average guy out of Rhode Island. So, you know, me being like this is just who I've always been. So, but thank you. Thank you for that. All right. So now I want to see what people are saying about green beans, though. All right.
All right, so
So
you got
again,
people.
youtube.com/Jason Hawes, because I can't put it up because I didn't update this damn thing in time. And so we came on, all right. So
Can you
raw
just
green
hold
beans
on?
are good. Here we go. See?
So okay, so somebody said JV probably ate a Cheeto and thought it was a carrot. That's possible. I'm not going to say that that's not possible.
That's highly, highly likely.
It's
Um,
kind of the same color.
yeah. See, everybody's talking about how they love them, so I didn't want to hear this. I hate oh wow, for Mama Marty, I hate fresh green beans. They squeak on
See,
your
I'm not the only one. I mean,
they
actually,
squeak
I
on
got to
your
admit,
teeth.
I
I've
got
never
to
had one squeak on my teeth.
I
I
got to
don't
admit,
even
Jerry,
understand.
I had a couple of those green beans you gave me, and they were fine. I wouldn't go to them as my snack of choice, but they were good. There was nothing wrong with them. I
Here you
will
go,
admit
Jim.
that.
Honeybee says chocolate is made with cocoa bean, so it's a vegetable, sort of.
There we go. I'm good with that.
So, all right. Sherry Wagner, thank you for the $5 super chat. JV, did you buy those cloudy shoes yet? You can sneak up on people with them. Yeah, have you bought like any like ninja shoes or quieter shoes instead of wearing
No,
the Jimmy,
no,
cinder block?
no. The shoes I just bought, as you know, because I complained about it at the last two investigations. The shoes I just bought were those. They have like rubber sole, like kind of like a boot bottom, and then like a leather top. Because of the snow and stuff, when I walk a lot in the
But you were
snow
throwing a
here,
fit about your toe.
that's the problem. They were hurting my pinky toe on my right foot. It's like they crushed my pinky toe somehow. I don't know what's going on with them, but that's what I bought recently.
Jimmy
I'm
has an
doing
awkward
some.
pinky toe. His pinky toe is as big as his big toe. It's like an alien foot.
Don't
It's
don't
like seeing a
spread
bear paw
rumors.
coming in. It's like a bear paw walking.
Don't spread rumors. So anyway, so in lieu, I'm doing this since you've lost your overlays.
Yes. YouTube.com/Jason Haas. This is what you do when you're working on limited material here. Kraken, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Jason, I love everything that you do. I think it's important for people to get the right information from ones that do it right. Thank you. Thank you. And we try. That's it. That's all we can do is we can just try our best. So thank you so much.
So what is this? Beat 3 airspace, not wide enough shoe. You're absolutely right. I have the widest feet ever to grace a human being. I have to get like quadruple E shoes. I could go water skiing on my feet and not have a problem. So you're right. I have real trouble with shoes. Even wides, like I'll buy a wide, it's not big enough. So I have to really shop around. So that's. But these seem to fit. So I don't know why it's killing my pinky toe.
That is exactly what Jimmy has right there.
What do you snaggle?
Snaggle toe. Yeah.
I've got a snaggle toe. I do
Snaggle
have
toe.
very strange pinky toes.
I've seen him pick things up with his pinky toe. It's weird.
Oh my god, you're painting me to be a
It's horrible. It's like out of a horror movie. It's like,
yeah,
yeah,
I could. We
it's
should
weird.
write a horror movie, Snaggle Toe. We should.
Elise, sugar snaps are freaking awesome. I love sugar snap. Sugar snap peas. Yep. I can't understand how you thought me handing you a long green bean was a pea.
Isn't there some? I've had in some time in my life peas. They're like in a little pod. They're like in a long
sugar
pod.
snap peas or
Okay, and you open it up and you eat the
or
peas
snap.
out
Yeah.
of it. So that's.
Well, you actually don't. You just throw the whole thing in your mouth. But yeah.
Okay, well then that. But either way, that's what I. So I kind of thought that's what you gave me.
Oh my God! Look who just showed up, Sherry D. Benedetti.
Hey,
hello, Sherry. We were just talking about you. I was talking about you good. Jimmy was talking crap. So go from there. But yes. Anyways, so everybody's talking about your Freddie Flintstone feet, Jim. So
I have Fred Flintstone feet now. That's what it is.
I mean, snaggle toe, and
I do. I don't know.
See, my good friend Fred plants 10 rows of the green beans every year.
You keep this up, they're gonna put me in a zoo.
I think they probably should have. So. Hello, little Miss Sherry D. Benedetti. Little Miss Sherry was actually part of the thing we were talking about earlier with the so-called messages that we're finding out more and more aren't real. So,
Oh, right, right.
all right. So, let's see. Everybody's saying hi to you, Sherry. It's popping all through there. That one, I assume this one's for you, Jimmy. Yubba dubba doo. Yeah.
Now I'm a Fred Flintstone feed.
He's
That's
Bigfoot.
hilarious.
No, he's Big Toe. It's it's like yeah.
Wow.
Jason, you and JV should start. All right, should start your own channel on YouTube, and you could charge him. No, no, it's not about that for us. But I mean, if like we could start a channel where you pay extra to see Jimmy's toes. But yeah, that'd be weird.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
God. I mean,
you should see.
I
You
never
should
knew
see the.
somebody could reach around their back and scratch their own back with their toe until I met Jim. That was the weirdest thing. All right, I gotta stop talking about your nasty ass feet. All right.
Yeah, but in reality, I actually have very tiny pinky toes, and,
All right. Sell it to me. Go ahead.
and they and they the nail on them is like
I don't,
contorted in a very
Jim.
strange.
Nobody wants to hear this. Nobody wants to hear this.
You
Nobody.
brought it up.
Nobody
You
wants to
brought
hear it. Just walk away. Just end it.
Okay. Okay. Oh my
Dawn,
God.
thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you both and
I,
look forward to your Monday premieres. Great, and we have a great one coming up the next Monday.
uh,
It's a Shanley Hotel, and we went back. We just spent a week on the road. Yeah, some of you might have seen the video I posted. I was driving back with John, sitting passenger in the vehicle, which is very odd for me. But yeah, so we just spent a week out in Gettysburg and Binghamton, New York, checking out some locations, and we had a great time, and we're actually going to be hitting the road again soon.
yeah, we had some great investigations, and I'll tell you, and I know this doesn't need to be said, but I just want to say it anyway because I know Jason feels the same way. But Gettysburg is such an amazing place. If you
It really
haven't been
is.
there, just to hang out, even if you don't get a chance to do an investigation, there's a lot of ghost tours and walks, and they tell great stories. But the place is just amazing, and it's such a small little town. And if you go off season like we just did, there's like nobody there. You get the whole
No,
place to
and
yourself,
that was why
basically.
we went back now. Because we spent like 3 days at the inn at Lincoln Square. But
Yeah.
so Brett, thank you for the $10 super chat. Jason, how is Austin doing with his channel so far? Is he liking it? Austin, my son Austin just started his channel. If you want to follow him, you just make sure you put the @ sign before. So it's youtube.com/@ Austin under dash Hawes. So Austin dash Hawes. But and you'll see his page there. He's having a blast. He's been editing a video that he's got coming out next Wednesday, and he's going to start trying to put videos together either weekly or bi-weekly. So, but he's having a blast because he's learning and he's just enjoying what he's doing. Real quickly, yeah, I just
I
want to say
love. Yeah, you
what.
say what you need to say, but I want to go to this question right after the super
Okay.
chat question
Till
because it's
Death Do
freaking
Us Part
amazing.
Paranormal. Thank you so much for the 1999 super chat. What are your thoughts on the autofocus issues with the Canon XA60 when you're witnessing possible paranormal activity? I too have been seeing similar focus issues when filming around anomalous events. It's very odd. We were talking about this just recently, about a week ago, and it's almost like sometimes you're sitting there and your camera's trying to focus on something that you're not able to see with your eyes. So I'm wondering if the camera's picking up on that. But also, we were dealing with a thing where IR flooding, creating a problem in the camera trying to autofocus as well. So, I mean, I love the XA60, the Canon XA60. It's a great camera. Jim's got one now. John Pasqua, who's been investigating with us, a good friend of mine's got one now. I mean, they're just great cameras. So, go ahead, Jim.
Well, I just wanted to say because I think that question probably comes from the fact that in our Hearts of Hall video, was it last week or 2 weeks ago that premiered,
Yes.
we had an issue where you were being touched. You remember you were being touched on your neck and your
Yep.
shoulder, and it was during that sequence that both of our cameras, it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't just one, but both of them were having trouble focusing on the other. So because it was two cameras experiencing the same problem while you were experiencing something physical, that makes me think there's something more than just some kind of electronic thing going on there. There's actually something that needs an explanation that we couldn't provide.
Well, and so it'll be interesting because I know, well, days later, Sherry ended up going there with Colleen, and they investigated. And I haven't heard what they've caught yet, but it'd be nice. I mean, I think she's going to be posting a video soon about it too on her YouTube page. Be cool to see what happens there. All right, let's see. Hang on, let me just see.
While you're doing that, I can't remember who asked that. Till death do us. Till death
Do us part paranormal.
Do us part paranormal. Yeah. If you experiment with that more and you come to any conclusions and you have any findings, please share them with us because we're very, very curious as to how other people experience that, whether it's with an XA60 or any other camera, this autofocus issue, especially when something else is going on simultaneously.
Steve, thanks for the $1 super chat. And Jacob, thank you for the $5 super chat. A little extra for green bean snacks. Also, also excited for that piece of evidence teased in the walkthrough of the hotel. And your son is doing great. Thank you so much. I mean, he's having fun. He's enjoying himself, and he's also teaching himself how to edit. And yeah, he wants to get into certain things. Like there's a whole thing that I've done a series of. I just haven't released them yet on. Talking about legends and things like that, and he wants it's something that really interests him as well. So he's teaching himself how to get into that, but also his hardest thing he's having, and you'll know this, Jim. It's not easy when you're talking into a microphone and when you're trying to talk about a location. And he did this thing with Nellie Vaughn, and I was like, man, just don't read. Just look at your notes and talk about it, and just say what you mean. And he's got a great voice. He really does. Austin is such a deep voice, and it's a beautiful voice. But when he's trying to focus on things, he'll go from talking like this to he'll hit kind of high, and then he'll come down. Like, man, just keep your voice level. Just be like, I'm in the woods in Exeter, Rhode Island, at an old. Just talk about it like that. Let your voice sell it. He has fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and what you're describing to me is, I've trained probably 200, maybe 300 people in radio over the course of my career, and everybody starts that way. Mm-hmm. They do these weird inflection things with their voices, and they don't. It seems they think they're talking naturally, but they aren't, and it just takes a little time. So he'll get it. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, and I've been able years of doing the opening for Ghost Hunters, the voiceovers and stuff, and also you and me in radio and things like that. You can't say it. I guess it does become a natural thing when you're talking about it. It's just one of those things where that when you talk into the microphone, you set your voice at that tone and you just keep it there. So, all right. Well, Craig, thank you for hanging out with us until 1:50 a.m. your time. You have a great night's sleep. Wish you the best. All right. Let's see here. Oh, well, that's very nice of you, Rhythm and Blues. Like father, like son with the voices. I mean, they do. My kids have good voices on them. Except for Satori. I mean, her voice is like, makes my ears bleed. No, I'm just kidding, Tori. I know, I swear to God. I love you. Yes, Linda, Austin will warm up to it. That's correct, he will. So, hey, Joe, from Entity 7 Paranormal, thanks for joining us, man. All right, I am trying to keep up on these. I mean, there's chats coming in really fast. Thank you for the $1 super chat, Jeff. All right, so I think JV should give us a jam session.
Remember when I played at the Spalding that one time? You guys had some guy there playing guitar, and I sat in and just played. Remember that or not?
You have no. I mean, how much we used to consume at the Spalding, so I don't remember.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's probably why I agreed to do it.
We'd come back from a day of snowmobiling, and our bodies would hurt so bad we'd just go sit in the bar. Mm-hmm. Kathy, thank you so much. I could listen to Jason Hawes read the dictionary to relax. Aw,
And he
You're
does. He
sweet.
reads the dictionary every night. I'm really impressed.
What she wants me to read the dictionary to her, not
No,
me
I know,
just
and I
randomly sit there and read a
well,
dictionary.
but the point is that you do read the dictionary, so that wouldn't be hard. You just have to do it on camera sometime.
Yes, and Christy, Jimmy can actually change the pages with his toes.
Oh my God, here we go with his toes
So,
again.
wait, all right, somebody's just said LOL Satori, so I know she just talked crap or something. You know my voice is a bit rough when I'm told you don't need a mic. You're very loud and it might startle people. Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, I got nothing. What seasons do you think is best to visit the Stanley Hotel? Well, let's just say it's in Estes Park, Colorado, so definitely not winter
Yeah.
because you can. I mean, I've gone there every season of the year, and I mean, there's been accidents of people going up the mountain, coming down the mountain in the snow. You know, you get hit with a blizzard, you're stuck out there, you can't do anything. So, if you like to be isolated, I mean, if you can get there in the winter and you like to be isolated, it's fine. But yes,
Yeah, well, I remember a couple
let's say,
times we've gone in not even dead of winter, but like shoulder season, and it's been treacherous. It's been really
oh
treacherous.
yeah. And Heather, thank you so much for reminding me. So our moderator Jen, hates social media. She's on here. Her birthday is the 24th. So let's all wish her a very happy birthday. She's phenomenal, and the amount of effort she puts into keeping things on this page running and stuff like that means everything. So thank you so much, Jen. We love you. Happy birthday. So let's see here. I think Jimmy just got up and disappeared.
I'm here.
All right, let's see. Trying to find. Sorry, you guys. I'm going through all these chats. All right, everybody's wishing Jen a happy birthday. Great. October is a pretty time of the year to go to Estes Park. It's beautiful. Looks like Jimmy's phone's about to die, so he's got to run to charge it.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for this.
Well, either was I. I probably should have come down earlier. Frozen Fox, thank you so much. Hello to New Zealand over there. As for when ghost hunters will come back, that all depends. Honestly, I mean, we're having fun doing what we're doing, and it'll take the right deal. I mean, it's got to be a thing where we're not working for a network or having to answer to a network or anything like that. We never have, so I don't want to put myself ever in a predicament that I have to answer to somebody and they can edit me however they want to. So because it's always about keeping it real for us. All right, let's see. All right, Diane, thank you for the $10 super chat. You're a sweetheart. Happy birthday to Jen. Jen deserves it. She's phenomenal. So
Happy birthday, John.
yeah, it's coming up. Should be 24.
Nice.
Yeah, again. So, love you, Jen. All right. So, hello
Okay,
to our
so hold on.
Canadian friends. Yes. What?
So hold on. Brett in our chat, in YouTube chat, said, "I want a Ghost Hunters Impractical Jokers collaboration." This is not a joke. I've been talking with Q about joining us on an investigation.
What do you want from me? I don't know.
Well, I guess that's the collaboration. That's probably supposed
Yeah.
to
No.
look
Absolutely. I think
that'd be fun.
we'd have fun as long as we can get the investigation done. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
not be
yeah,
screwing around all night. But yeah.
yeah, yeah.
No, we'd have a
But he's
blast. You know that.
yeah, we would have a blast, and he's really into mostly horror, but he likes the crossover into the paranormal, and so it's a real possibility that we could work something out.
Nimit, have you ever taken a dog to an investigation? Yes, actually, I had gotten a dog, Maddie. We had saved from a high kill shelter. She was a wild dog from Tennessee, and we got her. We had her temperament tested and everything else, and we had her on the show and part of my family for years before we ended up losing her. So, Laughing Donkey wants no. We'll see. I don't know the answer to that. So, moving on. Hello, Minnesota. What? It was 9 in mid North Texas on Tuesday evening.
Ooh.
I mean, what the hell? It's like the Earth is flipped upside down.
Oh, laughing donkey. Don't give Jason material, please.
I what? The 400th. I
Yeah.
I had that posted just a minute ago. You didn't see it?
No, well, was I getting the cord so I could charge my phone?
No. All right. Let's see. Well,
Oh, you know what?
Kelly, happy birthday to you then for tomorrow. Yes.
I'm
Go on.
just going to say that the YouTube feed is probably 30 seconds behind the live, what you and I are doing live. So that's why I saw it on the YouTube thing. 30
Well,
seconds.
Katie, thank you for the $2 super chat. Sorry, I'm late. I was making spaghetti. Totally get it. So appreciate it. All right, so let's see. These chats, chat's moving so fast here. I'm watching the old shows on Prime, Amanda says. Well, thank you. I mean, they're on Prime. Yeah, they're on Freevee, and they're on a bunch of different things. Hang on. All right. Beat 3 Airspace. Dan Aykroyd, he was actually going to be on one of our live shows one year, but we were having a conflict in schedules and stuff, so we were never able to get that to happen. All right. What are you typing away over there?
I'm just answering somebody in the Facebook chat
All right.
about collaborations.
Larry and Shirley Bell. Maddie was so sweet and awesome on your show. And yeah, she was great. I mean, she was a wild dog, and that was the big reason why, first off, just being able to save her from a high kill shelter, but also the fact that she was a wild dog. She wasn't used to things that people would be used to in homes, whether it's magnetic fields or things like that. So just got her, and she was phenomenal. She really was. Yeah, GH is on Netflix too. It's funny, yeah. I mean, it shows up a lot of places.
Is it, are all of the seasons on all of the different places? Or
I don't know. That's a whole other question that
oh, really?
has to be looked into. Yeah. So
Really?
it's funny how some of these, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Fort Mifflin, Greg O'Brien, Fort Mifflin was my favorite episode. That was a phenomenal place. I was just talking with Miss Sherry DiBenedetti about doing an event. So we might be doing an event there in the near future. So we'll let you know on that. All right. I'm kind of scared of what this one is. Corey. Oh, God. All right. Corey. I love you, bro. But all right, $9.99 super chat. All right. Speaking of donkeys, remember that donkey show down in Tijuana? All right. So if you don't know who Corey is, you should. Corey used to own the Conjuring House, and back when it was safe and okay to go to the Conjuring House, Corey and his wife Jen, they're phenomenal people. Corey, I don't believe I was at that show with you, and if I was, I still would say I wasn't at that show with you. So oh man, oh jeez. Give the wife a hug for me though. Miss you guys. All right. Donkey Tijuana show. My God, I don't even want to know. All right, hang on.
I was in Tijuana once, and I think it was. Are you talking about real Tijuana?
That's what
Like
he's talking about.
Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I was there one time. It was quite a shocking place. I didn't know what
Was
to
there
expect when I
was
went.
Corey there with a donkey? Because I mean, it would be pretty shocking.
That would be shocking. I don't remember seeing Corey. I probably saw some donkeys, but I saw a lot of other things that I don't think I ever want to see again.
All right, and Jen, you're right. Corey and Jen, they made the house what it was, and it's a shame that they don't still own it. So I should have bought it when they asked me to. I really. So, but all right, Nimit, what do you think of phantom smells? I mean, we've dealt with them, and I mean they're wild, but it all depends on the smell, though. I mean, like some places we've been, it's humid and you smell cigar smoke and stuff, but that's because it's stuck in the wood of the house and it starts coming out with the humidity. So, but then again, I mean, I'm around Jimmy a lot, and there's phantom smells. So,
Oh my God.
so moving on.
Oh my God. I'm just gonna say that I think that's a two-way street, my friend. I think that's a two-way
Hang on,
street.
hang on. Say it again, Jim. Oh, I think your mic's muted. No, yeah, your mic's muted. I'm sorry. All right, no, we're good. Yeah, it's good. All right, so we're back. Yeah, moving on. So, yep. Oh gosh. On Freevee, yes, the show is on. Are you writing something down? I'm gonna turn your camera off. I'm gonna turn your camera off. You don't think? You don't think? Watch this, Jim. Look. What? Where's Jim? What happened to Jim? Where is he? Yeah, keep your crap up. I know how to work these buttons. I can still do that, even though I haven't updated the app. Jim, if I know you got that note there, so I'm gonna put you back. You got one chance. One chance. All right. So, oh wait, you're on the wrong side. No.
Oh, how'd that happen? That was switched.
Whatever. All right, there we go. So, all right, real Tijuana. All right, Stephanie. Stephanie makes a great point to your question, Jim. Real Tijuana? Is there a fake one?
Well, that's a great question. However, with the way you guys were talking about that, I thought maybe that was code for something else. I didn't know what it was.
No,
I
no,
thought maybe.
he's 100% talking about a donkey in Tijuana. So
All right. All right. Okay. Fair enough.
wait. All
Fair
right.
enough.
So when do you have a new show? So we actually have some new investigations coming out soon. Just so you know, we got Monday. We've got the Shanley Hotel in Napanoch, New York, and then we've got some other ones that we've already filmed that we're currently editing right now. So, all right, Katie. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Corey was the woman that picked up a stack of quarters with. Yeah, I don't know.
What?
No. I gotta look for another comment to quickly change to. So
What?
yeah, there we go. I even
My
went on a
sign
hunt.
doesn't sound so bad anymore.
I even went on a hunt on the USS Salem battleship. Was there for hours, nothing. Oh, it sucks. I mean, the USS Salem is a fun boat. I mean, if there's not a lot of people there, I think it's more interesting because I mean you can hear more things. But all right,
So
Danielle.
GG said Jason and JV, my wife and I are wanting to start ghost hunting in Virginia. What are the best places to get the ghost hunter devices? Let me just say this, and then Jason will give you some connections for that. But let me just say, don't go crazy buying gadgets, especially if you're just starting. If you have a decent audio recorder or even just a good camcorder that has a good mic in it, that's enough to get started with. And
And
just
common sense.
remember, in common sense, use your eyes, use your ears, take your time, and experience the place you're quote unquote ghost hunting at. Too many people get into the gadgets and you miss everything. You miss what's going
Sure.
on. You miss the feelings that it provides. So, having said that, there are some places you can go
Yeah, I mean, you
to
got
find equipment.
Sean from Ghost Stop, ghoststop.com. You got Bob Christopher who makes some awesome devices as well. I mean, yeah, you got some great people out there who are making some really neat equipment. But again, just understand that sometimes that can be pricey. When I first started investigating, all we had was pretty much a camera, and that was it. So yeah, so you don't need a lot of the expensive stuff. But I mean, there are some great people out there who make things. Is that scotch or soda?
No, Dave. Dave asked me what I was drinking. It's just Diet Coke, Dave. Just a Diet Coke. Little caffeine jolt in the evening.
Jim, I have to ask, have you heard anything from Meatloaf? I have not. But we'll see. Because it's tough because you don't know. I love him dearly. He was family to me. But you don't know how time is after people pass on. Yeah, I've heard some situations where somebody's passed on years ago, but it seems like it's been a day for them. So, I mean, it could definitely take some time. So we'll see.
So I want to address Nadine Brewer's question because we've talked about this several times, many times, in fact, and it's a good question. And a lot of people have different opinions about this. But Nadine asked about phone apps as far as equipment, and I just want to say two things about that. and I'll let Jason speak for himself, but I don't put a lot of stock in phone apps generally because I don't believe there's somebody sitting in a cubicle somewhere that knows how to program computer code to talk to the dead. I just don't believe that exists. However, having said that, in two upcoming investigations, you're going to get an opportunity to actually see Jason and I interact with some of these apps. When we did the Shanley, when we investigated there, we tried a couple. I don't know. Should I say that we were? I won't say what we did or what happened. I'll leave it. If you want to say it, go ahead. The other thing is when we were just in Gettysburg, and a good friend of ours brought in an app that he likes to use into the place that we were investigating, the Inn at Lincoln Square, and we let him do the session, and we observed and we tried to, kind of get a feel for how someone else uses an app, even though we might not. And that'll be in the Inn at Lincoln Square investigation when we get that one edited and ready to go.
Yeah, we had actually created a phone app
Yeah, but
years
your
back.
app was different.
Yeah, our
Your
app
app
was
was
totally
different.
different. Our app, we had the Taps app, which was a recorder. It was a vibration sensor and a magnetic field detector, so like a compass. Because the phone actually has all those things in it. It has a microphone to record. It has a vibration sensor, and it has a compass in there. So we were able to create an app that worked off of things that were actually in the device. So it wasn't generating words, it wasn't doing anything like this, but you were able to do these things. I mean, and we ran the app for years. The only reason we stopped was because trying to keep on updating it to the new screen size or the new version of this or that was so overwhelming, and it cost so much money that it's not like we're really making anything from it. So it was more just to try to get a piece of equipment because you have your phone. I mean, people don't realize people are walking around with smartphones. I mean, this can do so much. You can hook an external microphone onto your phone, all these different things. The list goes on and on. So you don't need to spend that much money. All right, so let's hang on. Let's see. Jan H, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Hey guys, have you thought about investigating spots in McKean County, Pennsylvania? The old McKean County Jail, now a museum, is supposed to be the sixth haunted place in PA. Jan, I would love to check it out.
Where's McKean County in terms of where is it in Pennsylvania? Do you know offhand? I don't know.
No, but I would love to. I mean, if they reach out to us or whatever, we'd love to get down there and check it out. So, but thank you so much.
I almost think it's near Pittsburgh, but I might be wrong about that. But Pennsylvania has a lot of really cool places, and
It does.
you and I have already done a few. But there are so many in Pennsylvania. I don't know what it is about Pennsylvania, but there's a lot of high strangeness going on in Pennsylvania.
Sherry Wagner, thank you for the $5 super chat, hun. She says, what are your thoughts on the whole drone situation, or has it been covered already? Well, I think there was just something that came out recently where they finally admitted that the Biden administration knew about it the whole time.
The whole time they knew what it was.
Yes, that actually was, and that you know what drives me crazy is when they put out these news reports and they try to do it like right before a weekend or at some random time that they think is like the least viewed. But yeah, there was a thing where the Biden administration actually knew about the drones, even though they were saying we're looking into it. No, they knew about it. They had actually, anyways. But yes, so.
But I think getting politics aside, Jay, when that first was happening, you and I did a live at one point, and people were asking about it. And I think you and I both said there is no way the government doesn't know what's going on.
No,
there's no way they have to know.
Yeah,
so
I mean, we had called it from the get-go. And honestly, I mean, just the fact that they were talking about, it's an Iranian. I mean, if we were allowing, you see some of these drones. I mean, you've got the cartel throwing connecting bombs onto them. I mean, you think that our government isn't prepared to? I have a friend who's well up in the military, and where they used to use a device to knock a drone out of the sky now. I mean, they've come to the point where now they actually ping the drone, so the drone loses signal and it returns to home, so they know exactly where it came from. So then if they want to return something to that home, they can. So, we've got the technology. So it was kind of obvious that they knew they wouldn't allow drones that were these big drones the size of Volkswagens flying over, bases and people's homes. I mean, it's just, I don't care who in the government it is, they're always hiding something from you.
So Pittsburgh, Sarah said McKean County borders New York in north central Pennsylvania. So is that kind of like near Sayre or something like that? But that's kind of, we were kind of close to that, Jay, when we were in
Yeah.
Binghamton recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thrifted Design by Isabel. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Jay, why not bring Ghost Hunters to YouTube? Well, because it's a lot. It's bigger than that. So the show is mutually owned by me and Pilgrim Films. I can't just take the name from them and do that. So I mean, technically, we are kind of doing Ghost Hunters just on YouTube. Just it's me, Jim, John. You're going to see Sherry showing up. You're going to see others. It's, yeah. But at least when it's on TV, we've got a production company. We have editors. I mean, editing our show, it's pretty much me and Jim. we're sitting at the desk trying to edit shows and put them together. And then you realize really quick, wow, it was nice having 4 editors that, did this 24/7. So, all right.
Corey wants to know if we've ever used a Frank's box, which is the kind of the genesis of what we know as ghost boxes.
We have well, not you with us doing this lately, but we've
Yeah.
used them in the past. We used them on events and things like that. So I don't know. I mean, in the Frank's boxes, those are the ones that are scanning the frequencies, right? The AM frequencies. So I mean, it's tough because so many AM stations out there, they bleed into it. And a lot of the AM stations are always playing George Norrie, so it's like you're always getting paranormal and
radio.
ghost and things that are fall within the paranormal realm. Go on, Jim.
I was just going to say I had posted in the YouTube chat, but it really should be everywhere in the other chats as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. It's Jason Hawes on YouTube. It's very simple to find. Jen, our moderator, replied, "The people in chat it's in subscriber mode." But I think that everybody can see the chat, even if you're not a subscriber and you can't chat. Is that how it works, or do only people who are subscribers see the chat? How does that? Do you know how it works?
I think you can't chat until you've been a subscriber for but I don't know on the other thing.
Okay, so Jen said yes, everyone sees it, only subs can post. Right. So when I say sub, everybody can read that whether you're a subscriber or not. And obviously, if you're already a subscriber, it doesn't apply to you. So I'm hoping that people see that. And if you're on one of the other platforms, jump over to YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
All right. So JV Nadine Brewer wants to know what's your channel on YouTube?
It's Paranormal Reality TV. Every time I chat, if you just click on it one time, it'll take you right there, and you'll be able to follow there. I haven't really done anything because Jason and I are doing this project, and this takes up a lot of time, so that's a bit dormant right now. But I'd always appreciate a follow. So
Kay Perry asks, "Is TAPS even a thing anymore? And what becomes of the TAPS family teams?" First off, TAPS is still a very thing. It's the top visited paranormal website in the world, and you've still got the TAPS family, the TAPS home team, and the TAPS family groups. We actually have a TAPS family reunion with teams from all over the world meeting up this summer. So, which we had to stop for a little while during COVID, but I mean, we used to do it all, every year prior to that. People fly in from everywhere from Germany, you name it. The list goes on and on. All TAPS family groups. So, which are their own entities. They're just part of the TAPS family of groups. But yes, so still receive endless case requests. TAPS family goes out and investigates everywhere.
Oh my God.
What?
I've just tried to type this thing 3 times and I keep hitting enter prematurely. Chris Williams, not the investigator Chris Williams, but a follower on YouTube said, I can't afford to subscribe to anything. And I just want to make sure everybody knows subscribing on YouTube is free.
It's free. It doesn't cost you anything.
You don't have to pay. You just have to click the button. That's all you need to do. We do have a membership thing that you can take advantage of and helps us out if you do that. But it's certainly not, we're not asking you to do that, and it's not required. Subscribing is absolutely free. You just click the subscribe button.
James, what is it like working with the Ghost Brothers? Honestly, they're great. They're great guys. I have a fun time, and it's like hanging out with people I've known forever. They're truly just wonderful people. So,
Jay, did you
um,
see this? Where did I just see it? Love listening to Art Bell on Coast to Coast. Did you see that? It looks like they're going to make a movie about Art Bell. Did you see that?
no. And empirical
Um,
paranormal, yes, you are Taps family. Thank you. It was good seeing you guys just recently.
I can't remember. It was some high profile, maybe Johnny Depp or somebody like that was going to star in it, and it's going to be a movie about Art Bell. Now, Art Bell is a legend.
Yeah,
You don't
started
even
off
have
in a
to.
what, Winnebago out in the desert, right?
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Oh, are we still live? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we're still alive.
YouTube just a big error on me here, but whatever. Um, so the I think it's Johnny Depp or maybe it's Leonardo DiCaprio, somebody like that. I saw they're going to make a movie, and I don't know what they're going to do if it's going to be a biopic or they're going to do something to make him look crazy. Because toward the end, he had a lot of people saying that he has kind of lost his marbles. Um,
Yeah.
so I don't know, but it'd be interesting to see what they end up coming out with.
Yeah, Pam, I really appreciate you providing the shows for free. Honestly, we wouldn't want it any different. So I could have taken Ghost Hunters and just gone to a streaming network and stuff, and that was a big no no for me because I didn't want to be on something that people had to pay extra for them to see us investigate. So
Thanks, Monica. Yeah, that record, they used to send those out to radio stations for promo pieces. I have a bunch of them. I only have room in here to hang one, so that's the one I've got up there. But yeah, and somebody else said, I think JV plays music. I do. I play in a band and stuff, so that's why I've got the guitars hanging behind me.
all right, let's see. Yeah, and Beat 3 Airspace, thank you so much. Yeah, it's free to subscribe, no cost. And just click on the bell, get notifications, and you can see when we're live or when we post new content. But again, it's youtube.com/Jason Hawes. Simple as that. And subscribe, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So,
Did you see Christie's question, Jay? It's do you think infrasound could be a measurable metric for spirits?
I didn't see the question, but I do think it could be, yeah. I mean, there's a lot, yeah. That just the way it can mess with your own head. I mean, it makes you think, what? What are you laughing at?
Uh, Laughing Donkey wants to know if the name of my band is Weird Feet. And the answer is no, it's not Weird Feet.
It's called Snagglettoe.
Snagglettoe. Actually, that's not a bad name.
Always
I think that
catches a
could go with
sock when he goes to put it on. People are really going to think they're going to, wow, they know a lot about each other. Nope.
it. Yeah.
When are you guys, all right, Joanne, when are you guys coming back to Gettysburg? We just left. We literally
Yeah.
just left. So, but we'll probably be back soon. Oh, there
Well,
you go. Oh,
yeah, yeah.
well, me in Chicago. They just came up with your band name,
Where is this?
Hammer Toe.
Where is it? Oh my God.
Hammer Toe.
Uh,
Corey, have a
oh,
great night,
interesting.
man. Oh, poppin' fresh. Hang on, let me add this. Thank you so much for the 19.99 super chat. Hi, Jason GV. Are you both planning on bringing the 360 VR camera on a full-blown investigation? I have a PlayStation VR 2 and MetaQuest. Would love to go on a 360 tour. You know what? I would love to do it. The problem is they don't have IR. They don't have infrared. So we can do a walkthrough, but if we're at night, you wouldn't be able to see anything. So that's, yeah, I have been talking with the folks over at Insta360. So, and we'll see what happens. But I mean, it'd be great if we were able to figure out a 360 infrared camera. I mean, that'd be wild. I would love it. I mean, we could set it up and I'd just leave it running live during an investigation for
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be wild. You and I have talked about that. I was actually talking with Sean from Ghost Stop about that. But the problem is trying to open those things up and remove the IR filter. They never go back together the same, and they're expensive cameras.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here.
So Ghostler wants to know what investigations we have coming up in the near future, and I never know how you want to handle this, Jay. So I won't say anything other than we've got the Shanley next week. The
Yeah,
tour has
Shanley.
already been released.
Yeah.
The interview with Kelly, the owner, will be up this week, and then next Monday night we'll have the investigation, which was a really really good one. Do you want to mention any other place we got
Yeah, and
coming
then
up? Or
we went back to the Inn at Lincoln Square. We spent a couple days there, like 3 days. And we brought a good friend John Pasqua and the investigator as well with us. We had Andy Andrews, not Andy Andrews who used to be on Ghost Hunters, a different Andy Andrews, investigator. We had him stop in and hang out with us for a little while. And then we left there. We went up to Binghamton, New York, and we investigated the Bundy house, not Ted Bundy, the serial killer, or Al Bundy from Married with Children, but Bundy. I gotta say that because every time I say the Bundy house, they're like, "Oh, you investigated serial?" No, no, no. But Bundy, this gentleman actually was the creator of the time clock for like work when you punch in and out of work, and that became IBM, right? Am I
yeah,
saying that right?
yeah, it was the beginning of IBM. It was called the International Time Recorder Company to begin with, and over several years it morphed into IBM, and it started with this guy. He just invented a time clock, and it was used first in Oneonta, New York. They
Yep. Oh, JB
tested
just
it.
freezing. Oh, there he is. Yeah, you froze up for a
Anyway,
second.
they tested it. They tested it on the railroad, and that's how it got it started. It became IBM. So it was really really cool. And the other thing about this place that I'll mention is that it also houses a Rod Serling section. So anybody who's a fan of the Twilight Zone, there was some pretty cool stuff there related to
Yes.
that too.
Thank you for the 9.99 super chat, MK Semposki. Come back to Michigan. Love your videos. Well, thank you, and we would love to come back to Michigan, just preferably when it's a little bit warmer. So, and
Exactly.
thank you for the $5 super chat, Jester Darth Arena. Have y'all considered dual streaming to Rumble? Reaches an all new audience. Also, when will we see you, Steve, and Dave together again? We haven't considered that. Honestly, I'll have to look into that. Maybe we'll do that. I don't even know if I'm on Rumble, so but anything to get the word out, to let people know where we are. I think that's what it's about because we love doing what we do. So of course we'd love to see the page explode with viewers and stuff. Jason, in and out. Jason, we hear you and we don't hear you. I guess we're starting to have audio problems again. Saying we're going in and out on YouTube. Well, I guess we're going to have to wrap it up then. So, guys, thank you so much. Love from us to you. New video, new investigation will be out on Monday, next Monday. So make sure you check it out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Stay safe. Much love. Keep it real. And on to the next.
Thanks, everybody.